Today I am going into one of my favorite stores, and it's a Mediterranean store. And I want to show you what I find super appealing in this store, because this little store is small, but it has so much wonderful food for your body that I want to share. So if you thought that shopping was hard, it's not. It's just some of it you've got to see to understand what to do with it, but the flavor it delivers is wonderful. So today we're going to shop in a Mediterranean grocery store. Good morning. How are you?
It's Rida, R-E-D-A.
R-E-D-A. I like that. Okay, so here is what I love. It is Thursday here, and he gets fresh vegetables a couple times a week. And then we go over here, first section, like my anthropology teacher said, stick with the refrigerated section of most stores and then go into the middle for the spices and the beans. But over here we have beautiful herbs. He has the herbs. You'll need those for cooking. Fresh herbs, mint, parsley, cilantro, tarragon, basil, dill. Beautiful. And then we've got our fresh dates that are high in fiber, nutrition, vitamins. He's got Romano beans. Okay, we have cream and yogurt and labna. Labna is yogurt. We've got some dairy up there. Okay, so you've got some cheeses from other places, and I'm a fan of Greek cheeses. They are delicious in vegetable dishes, also in pastry dishes, stuffed in a pita. Okay, we've got some cheeses. Those are nice for grating. I would probably stay away from the juices, you know me. We've got some high fiber bread and pitas, and this is where it really excels. He has whole wheat pita that is brought in, and it is high fiber whole wheat pita. So he has white and he has wheat. You know me, I'm always going to pick the wheat for the extra vitamins and the unrefined. We've got some meats here, so you want to check and make sure your meats aren't cured, but they look very good to me. We've got more meat. We've got some vegetables here, and phyllo here. That is probably white, made out of white flour, but they use that to make pastry dishes. You roll out like a puff pastry and you put in spinach and cheese and herbs and make a beautiful puff dish like that, kind of a spanakopita. And then over here, we've got some beautiful frozen beans and veggies. And the thing about frozen is that they are picked right in the field. So these are as close as fresh. These are ahead of canned. Remember, if you're going to buy canned, buy BPA free, but ahead of canned vegetables is frozen. So I do love that. Here are some things to go, so you want to check those out. Some fresh meats, thaw those out. Okay, now we get into what I love, which is the herbs, which are beautiful, because if you're going to eat high fiber, you're going to want to learn how to use herbs, because they make every dish great. And that's the thing, is high fiber is it's very simple in what it begins with, and that's why it's a beautiful complement to all of these herbs. The herbs complement the simplicity of the high fiber. And then, of course, you know, you would add protein. So you have turmeric, za'atar, parsley, dill, basil, marjoram. You've got everything. And so as we go, we're going to experiment with more spices. So we've got some jams, watch those. Those have sugar, high sugar. You can make some yourself too, though, out of fresh fruit. We've got some syrups and some toasts. But let's look at some of the... and put on my glasses, and we're going to look at some of the grains and see what we've got going. Dietary fiber too. That's a pasta. That's not a grain. We've got quinoa. It doesn't even have it, but I know that has fiber. White rice. It has 1 gram, but always go for brown rice if you can find it. Triple aught flour for making your own pizza. Basmati rice, brown. Okay, so here we go. Dietary fiber 1. Okay, so then we move over here to the vegetables in jars, and here I absolutely love this. You've got grilled eggplant. You can make baba ganoush, pickled cucumbers, onions, preserved lemons, jalapenos, pepperoncini, big in Greece. The mixed vegetables, big in Italian. Baby eggplants, those are fun. Sour cherry preserves, I've got to check into those. Some fig jam. That big jar of date syrup, you know, I use that for cooking. It doesn't have a lot of fiber in it, but it is 100% dates. And so since I only use natural sugars, nothing refined, I don't get fiber there. That's okay, but I do get beautiful sweetness when I need sweetness on something. That or molasses syrup. So there's a lot of things that go on toast here. But as we get down here, we've got red roasted peppers, beautiful, with like a long grain rice dish, a whole wheat rice dish, or a wild rice dish. We've got mild peppers, and then we've also got tomato paste, and we're going to be making some of our own homemade ketchup so we can cut out all of the sugar. But you want these beautiful jarred things, because otherwise you would have to roast down about $20 worth of peppers to get what's in that jar. So then we've got giardiniera. That's sort of like those other peppers, but chopped smaller. Sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to grab those. Okay, so then now we go down into the things, the cucumbers. And, you know, I'm a fan of BPA free. A lot of people don't have that yet, but if that is what is convenient for you, you might have to have that. Then the star of the show in any Mediterranean store is the oils. Olive oils are so incredible for your body, and he has a beautiful selection in tins and in glass bottles, which I love. And you've got the antioxidants, the polyphenols in this, so pick up a jar of that. Those other oils probably are for cooking, or for avocado oil to cook anything in oil. Here's grape leaves for the dolmadas if you make those. So toasted sesame, so then you can get some of that for Asian. So you can use these ingredients for a lot of different recipes. Just because they're in a Mediterranean store, they've got a lot of direction they go. Okay, so then we've got harissa, and you use that. That is a combination of red peppers and red hot peppers. And then we've got our falafel mix, Moroccan sardines. I'm going to grab some of those. Those are so good for your body with the omega-3s. You can eat the bones with the calcium inside there, but the oils that are in those small fishes, our bodies don't make those oils for brain health, so you want to eat some of those, supplement some of those, and we are going to make a sardine sandwich that is delicious. Za'atar, which is a wonderful spice that goes in grains and goes in chickpeas. If you're making falafel, it is delicious. We've got some cracked wheat here, which I use bulgur for tabbouleh and for other salads. All of that beautiful bulgur wheat. Red bulgur wheat, coarse bulgur wheat, cracked bulgur wheat. Different. Look at coarse number 3, coarse number 4, number 2. These all have purposes in cooking. Just like our pastas have purposes in cooking, so do their grains. They're more gentle the smaller they are, and they get coarser. So just always remember that, and a salad is so amazing. Date paste, I like that. That's broken down for me. I usually make my own. Za'atar is a spice blend, and then sumac is just a spice, but there's some sumac in za'atar. Okay, then we've got some tuna. That looks good. Creamy eggplant, that's already cooked for you. Walnut and pomegranate vegetarian stew. Yellow split pea, that looks delicious. Vegetables, sesame seeds. I use a lot of sesame seeds. I use those in baked goods. I use those in Asian dishes. Just delicious. And here we go. Almonds, nuts, so amazing for your body. Absolutely. Nutrients, protein, minerals, fiber. It's got it all. So nuts are where we really enjoy the store as well. This is delicious, and I've got a friend in college that would absolutely love that, so I'm going to get him a box. But it is a smoked whole wheat. It is a smoked grain, and I know it sounds crazy, but you guys, It is so delicious. And you can put it in soups. You can eat it like kind of bulgur or farro or brown rice or pasta. It's carby and starchy feeling. It has the most beautiful mouthfeel, but the flavor is insane. You will love it. Okay, now we've got our couscous. That is big in Morocco. And that is like a pasta that is a round grain. The original couscous is a grain, but there's a modern couscous that's round and like Israeli, where it's a flour. It's a flour. So remember to add a protein or some fat to have less of a carbohydrate glycemic hit on your body. Now we move into the beautiful beans, which is just gorgeous. And you know, I like BPA free cans, but I'm thinking these might not be BPA free, but they are still very good. If you don't want to soak your own, then you got white kidney, which is like the cannellini, the red kidney. You know, let's see if there's lentils. Lentils is the king of the bean world. It's got so many nutrients in it. Okay, here's homemade hummus, already made. I've bought that before. That's good. Chickpeas, if you don't want to soak those. Fava beans, those are great in salads. Let's see, Lebanese beans. I haven't had those. These look like chickpeas to me, though. Okay, dried milk, pickled cucumbers. We've got some serious bulk here. Always we get down to the olives. Olives are amazing. I keep these big jars because I use a lot, and they're just a nice addition to a salad or a dish or a pita, because you've got to have some flavor. As I said, we're doing flavor and fiber. Okay, we've got more whole wheat. We've got more beans, and you know, there's the lentils, which are the star of the bean world. So many nutrients. Pearl barley, more lentils, chickpeas. All of this is good. All of this does take time to learn to cook with, but this is so good for your body. Think of how different this is than a regular supermarket where you've got high fructose corn syrup and tons of candy staring at you, one entire aisle, two entire aisles of crunchy chips. These stores are not that way. These are basically ingredients that you're going to have to learn to do something with, but if you're here, you probably cherish your body, and you should learn to start picking up some of this stuff and experimenting. Ooh, yum. Spicy green olives. Okay. And then you got some Turkish delight, which is candy, you know, in moderation, in extreme moderation, because that's a very simple sugar that goes straight into you, and the nuts in that really don't slow down the roll of the sugar because they are very sugary. Cactus fruit, I'm not familiar with that. Green grapes, I would roast those. Or young dates. These are dates before they turn brown. I'm gonna get some of those and roast them. Oh my God, have you ever seen a peach or nectarine that is like that large? Insane, insane. That's like a softball. Love it. Okay, and plums and tangerines. I gotta get a couple of those. And green apples. So we've got aroma tomatoes, Anaheim peppers, chili peppers, garlic, onion, tomato, eggplant, cucumber, squash, lemon, tomato, beets. I love those. And that is pretty much our quick run through the store. I want to thank you for watching this with me. I'm going to be going through some other stores, but I just wanted to show you how amazing a small market can be, and don't overlook it because it is really a treasure if you have one of these close to you. That grocery store is like probably number one on my rotation. I go there first because it's got the beans, the nuts, the cheese, the vegetables, the pasta, the grains. It's got everything that I need, and the oils, of course. So I want to thank you for going into the store with me, and I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe.